Hello, I'm Terry David Mulligan. This is the Mulligan Stew Podcast. And our guests are the Grapes of Wrath, who are, by name, brothers Tom and Chris Hooper and Kevin Kane. They met in Kelowna over 45 years ago. We're going to have a discussion about, are they the longest serving original band in the world? They became one of the top bands, certainly in Canada, in the 80s. Much Music loved them. They started a career that expanded across the border into the States, worked for some top-line people, wrote and recorded and released some great music. And then personal differences brought the band's fallout in 1992. Kevin left the group. However, in the summer of 2010, after almost 20 years, the original founding members got together to play the Surrey Fusion Festival in Surrey, BC. And they liked it. The guys liked it. The audience loved it. And so they have stayed together, made music, toured. As a matter of fact, right now, they're about to play the Filberg Festival in Courtenay, Vancouver Island, on August the 3rd. Then they head for the Maritimes. And that's where I discovered that they were alive and well, because they were playing Mike Campbell's The Carleton Room in Halifax. Sold out 2 day shows and 1 evening show. And then they're heading into Alberta and back to BC. I knew the guys through my Much Music days, Much Music and Much West, interviewed them many times, and I'm absolutely delighted to welcome them back and have a conversation with them. We're comfortable with each other because we know each other. We went through this together, and I am encouraging them to keep writing, keep at it, because as they talk about in this conversation, there's lots of bands out there who sound just like they did. May not have been influenced by the Grapes of Wrath, but there's bands, young kids playing bands, doing bands, actually playing live. They're thrilled about that. Thrilled. So I don't know where this is going to lead. I hope it leads to other tours and albums. But I welcome back the Grapes of Wrath to the Mulligan Stew Podcast. I'm Terry David Mulligan, and this is Mulligan Stew on the CKA Radio Network. It's also the Mulligan Stew Podcast and, annoyingly, the Terry David Mulligan YouTube channel. I have on the screen with me, I have just great friends from so many memories come blowing through my mind here. But you can see the names there, but there's Tommy Hooper. There's Kevin Kane. There's Chris Hooper. What I don't know is where everybody is. Who's on Salt Spring?
Me.
Well done. I have a proposal for you.
Yes.
I'm going to get you into radio. Okay?
Yeah.
There's a radio station coming to Salt Spring. We're building it. The transmitter's going up. We've been working on it for 2 years. CHIR. You should be doing a radio show from your home once a week.
Yeah, you know what? I did a radio show like 10 years ago with the old version of that station.
Well, this is the new one, and I have to convince you, of course. You're not going to jump up and down. Chris, where are you?
Kelowna.
Wonderful. You've come full circle.
I sure have, yeah.
Kevin, you?
I'm in Nova Scotia.
That's right.
Nova Scotia?
How could I forget that? And I think this is, I'm kicking my ass for not doing this sooner, because I think about you guys, your music, your place in music. I think about it quite a lot, because I attached myself to you the way I did. Somebody sent me the walk around Kelowna doing Much West. Was that Chris?
Yeah. I wasn't sure, how long it's been since you've seen that.
I've never seen it.
Oh, really?
I have never seen it. And
wow.
And I kept saying to myself, shut up, let them talk. But it was the way Much worked those days. It was all just one giant garble. But I enjoyed it. I watched the whole thing this morning, which is why I'm late coming to the screen.
Oh, great. Yeah.
What anniversary is this for you? I've seen 32, 35, 37, 40. How many? What is it?
40th anniversary of our first EP, and I think we first started playing together 46 or 47 years ago.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I guess it would be, what would the anniversary be of the first gig we did? Was it when Chris and I were in grade 9, Tom was in grade 7, so that would have been
1979, was it?
Yeah, so 45 years ago, it's the first time we played together on stage.
Was this the Kill Pigs era?
No, this was even before that.
Yeah, I think we were called Feedback for that one gig.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could never just select. We couldn't settle on a name. Every time we played, we went, "Let's try this name."
I'd like to think the names got better.
Yeah.
Here's what I want to celebrate, because it really is a celebration. I'm not modeling looking back over our shoulders. I want to celebrate the fact that we are all upright and breathing. You can't presume, and yes, you can't presume ever that that's going to happen day in, day out. But as I know, we've all lost friends along the way, and me especially. And I just love the fact that I can still play your music. I can believe in it. I love the harmonies. I love the music that you made. I, of course, would encourage you to make more, but that's a whole nother thing. I'm just happy that you've found each other and that you're friends.
Coming over mountains that pale beside the wall between us now, since I refuse to play along. It's always been another to do the damage you live every day, and leave you cursing for escape. Each day I see a ball and chain grow a little more ingrained, and watch your corner pain saying nothing's gonna change. Why is the world so damn unkind, and one so righteous in her mind? The sun won't rise and shine. Will you never find your peace of mind? Hiding in these walls, and see all trace of spirit fall. My father couldn't bother, and now he's back to find his place again. Sorry, but the book's been burned. Each day I see a ball and chain grow a little more ingrained, and watch a corner pain saying nothing's gonna change. Why is the world so damn unkind, and one so righteous in her mind? The sun won't rise and shine. Will you never find your peace of mind? Your peace of mind. Your peace of mind.
And I just want to confirm, just for the audience, because I'm recording now, Kevin, you're still a member of the Pikes,
Yeah.
and there's Pikes dates coming.
Yeah, we got some stuff in August and in October. But Dawn will post it onto the website. I have some of it on my calendar, but it's somewhat incomplete.
How'd you guys like the when you first heard it and saw them, the concept of the Trans Canada Highwaymen redoing hits from the past with passion and vigor, with Mo Berg on drums?
Yeah, it's a cool idea and cool people involved in that too.
I'm on Vancouver Island. I'm in Mill Bay, and I know that the Filberg Festival is coming the August 3rd. Have you played the Filberg in any capacity? Been there?
No.
It's
I
very
don't
cool.
think we've been home before either.
You're in
Have
a
we?
park. You're surrounded by trees. It forms a canopy, so to speak, around the audience. It's perfect for you guys. Perfect for you and your music, and you're going to
Nice.
love it. So the Filberg, for just a second, because you're outdoors, is beautiful. Does that change anything about the set where you're playing? That it's not a club, a mini arena or something? And how much does the set list change?
I don't think the location affects the set too much. And if it's a inside boiling hot venue, then it might affect it, a little bit that way. But I don't know. We still get up and play the same rockin' show.
Okay, here's the thing, Kevin.
It depends on the length of time that we're playing, as well. Like if, some of the shows we've got coming up in the Maritimes, we're going to be doing 2 sets. So we'll be digging a fair bit deeper into our back catalog than we often get the chance of. Like when we're playing festivals, usually our set is between 40 minutes and 60 minutes.
You're doing 2 nights at the Carleton in Halifax.
2 afternoons, 1 night.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's right. So
Yeah.
is the afternoon set different from the night set?
Yeah,
I
well,
think, yeah.
I have talked to people who have tickets to all 3 shows. I would like to, if we can, to vary each show by at least a couple of songs because, that people are definitely spending a fair bit of money to come see that show or those shows. So we should give them something a little different.
Well, they know we won't be back again for another 30 years, so they want to pack it in.
It's Mike Campbell's room. Were you on Much East? Did you get to meet him during the Much time?
Nope, not that I remember.
No, I don't think so.
It's a perfect room for you guys. You're going to love it.
Yeah, I hear so many good things about that place.
Been there a few times already. Yeah, and it's like a really great kind of built-in listening crowd. It's funny, like first time I met Mike, he acted like I guess he just assumed we'd met before. But anyway, it's nice that he acts like he knows me.
He writes incredible reviews about you guys. August the 15th, Charlottetown. August the 16th, Moncton. 17, 18, Halifax. One of the shows, if not all of them, are sold out.
The first 2 are, and the third one's almost sold out. Yeah.
September 26th, Sherwood Park.
It's a theater, right? It's a theater, I think.
It's really nice theater too. It's the way the balconies are and whatnot. You feel like you're quite close to the stage no matter where you sit. It's really, and it sounds great. I played there once before with Pikes.
Okay.
Yeah, we can always ask Kevin on a venue because he's played every venue. I go, hey Kevin, what's the story in that theater? He goes, yeah, I played there last year.
Where's the bathroom?
I was just thinking the Pikes are going back to play the same room. Will you just leave your gear there, or are you going to need it? Okay.
Yeah.
September 27th, Vernon, and September 28th, Penticton, going fully around Kelowna.
Yeah, I now that I live here again, I can't have this happening. Can't have the band rolling into town. It'll look bad for some reason.
What do you know about the Dream Café in Penticton?
Kevin?
Well, I've played there once before and I've seen a few shows there. It's an intimate room with really great sound. The stage is kind of shallow and wide, so we'll look great on it.
Yeah.
And we'll just be in a line. And that one, the last I checked, there were 3 tickets left, and this was last week. So assumedly it's sold out now.
Oh, it's fantastic. I mean, the booking on that room is spectacular.
Yeah.
Whoever's doing that, I congratulate them. Fantastic. Okay, so we got those dates. Did you add any more dates? Did we get all the dates covered?
For this year, then we've got a show February 28th in Burlington, Ontario, and it's going to be Grapes and Pikes at the theater there.
Did you say grapes and pikes?
Grapes and pikes, yeah, together.
Wow.
We like to do a grapes and then a little N with the apostrophe. And go grapes and pikes.
Salt and pepper.
That's cool. I like that. Has that happened before?
Yeah.
Yeah, at a festival.
Yep.
Yeah.
And we did a casino with them too somewhere. I think Alberta.
We did a casino in Regina with them many years ago, and we also did and I'm saying them, I mean because I wasn't playing.
In Calgary, right? One in Calgary, I think.
And Saskatoon.
Oh, okay.
once. And we did one of those. What's that one in Barrie? The big much music.
The Canada Day thing.
Yeah, we did a Canada Day thing.
That's right. 1990.
It's been far too long. You know I've never been a friend. You can't see a thing. The more I try to less you know. So don't ask what's wrong. I tell you all the same things again. I tell you all the same things again. I tell you all the same things again. You may be right. I don't wanna see you tonight. So don't call back. I'll probably never see you again. Don't ask what's wrong. I try to make you understand. I tell you all over again. Tomorrow be nothing then. No point of view, depending on who you knew. You pick me up fast. I never let it happen again. So don't ask what's wrong. I'll tell you all the same things again. I'll tell you all the same things again. I'll tell you all the same things again. You may be right. I don't wanna see you tonight. So don't call back. I'll probably never see you again. Don't ask what's wrong. I try to make you understand. I tell you all over again. Tomorrow be nothing then. Yeah, 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 yeah. It's been far too long. I thought your name was history. And then one day I saw your face in front of me. So don't ask what's wrong. I tell you all the same things again. I tell you all the same things again. I tell you all the same things again. You may be right. I don't wanna see you tonight. So don't call back. I'll probably never see you again. Don't ask what's wrong. I try to make you understand. I tell you all over again. Tomorrow be nothing then.
a couple of quick questions here. How does the music hold up?
Amazingly,
Oh yeah.
the music's great.
Well, I know the music's great. I'm just saying, you're the one.
We sound great, we play great, the songs are great, they're a lot of fun. I mean, we should be playing massive shows in front of tens of thousands of people, honestly. I think we're at a real high point.
Yeah, and and at the shows, like, it's pretty cool to see the reaction. People are like, "Oh, that's my favorite song." No, that's my favorite song. Oh, I can't believe you played that. That's pretty satisfying after 40 years.
Hey, Tommy, what some of us forget is that people's memories are tied to those lyrics, those chords, those moments that they discovered your songs, whether they were in their bedroom by themselves or in front of the stage. The memories go with it.
Yeah, that's the great thing, for us and for our fans, everyone, so many people have these stories about, tying us to all these, their first date or this or that, or I met my wife, maybe listen to your records, and that's a great feeling. And obviously your music really touched people.
And I'd say too, what you said about, whether they were alone. I think a lot of our listeners were alone. When you compare it to other bands, their music was more sort of solitary, introspective kind of stuff. So yeah, a lot of people will tell us that, these songs got me through this or got me through that or whatever.
Yeah, it was not like, their party days. It was their low points.
Yeah, exactly.
All right,
So it's like, but come on out and relive it.
Yeah, come and cry at our show.
But really, when you look at it in its scope, the wealth of music that you were surrounded by was pretty good, man.
It was a good time for music, for Canadian music. Some people say it was one of the best times.
So you can't tell until you step back and have a look at it in context to say what we're hearing today. Do you hear bands today that draw you in?
Yeah, definitely.
I'm a big fan of Absolute Losers from Charlottetown. Probably my favorite record this year. Daniel Armano, I think, is really great. There's actually quite a few Maritime bands that I like.
You better, because they might see you out there.
That's right.
And you have to talk to them.
Dylan Ryan, who I think you guys would like a lot. His record sounds like it's straight out of 1981. It's kind of like a cross between the sound. It's like if the sound had a chorus pedal,
Chris?
Oh, I was just talking to a friend the other day, sort of related to that. And we were saying it's really cool now. It's like bands are back.
Yeah.
Like there's all these kids that are in bands now actually playing instruments and songs. And now I sound like an old man. They're actually playing. But it is. It sort of seems like there's a big resurgence again of kids playing live music. It's cool.
Yeah. Tommy?
Yeah, well, of course, I'm going to plug my own kids' music. My two sons are in called Super Genius, and they're fantastic. Check them out on Spotify. But also, my son Shane is a drummer in a band called Pax, which are getting quite a lot of exposure around North America and Europe, and they're a very groovy, cool band.
I should mention Dirty Ribbons as well, another Canadian thing.
Okay. I shall go looking. That's one of the reasons why I asked. I need to know.
You've been writing it all down, haven't you?
Yeah. No, most of us.
I could hear
I'm recording everything, of course. But the thing is, I can play classic music. I can play the classics till I'm done. But that's not the point. The point is if you like The Dead, you'll like this young band. If you like Grapes of Wrath, you're going to love that band over there, and put them together. But, so I'm trying to bridge. It's just too easy just to play classic rock. You have to keep looking and listening to the new music. Otherwise, you just get left behind. I learned the hard way.
Yes, a band called Real Estate. Of course, they're not totally new anymore. I think something from 2010 is new, but album out, and they sound exactly like the Grapes of Wrath, kind of from 1985. Fantastic.
That's just sit around and listen to them and go, sounds like us. This is cool.
You guys played the Winnipeg Folk Festival last year?
Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah, that was great.
Oh, here. Yeah.
Wonderful. Did you see who they booked this year? Kingston Trio.
Oh,
wow.
Weird.
But I don't think any of those guys are left. I think it's...
I was going to say, I presume it's all the original members.
Kingston Trio. Booker T's playing
Wow.
Calgary this weekend, but he's bringing a whole soul review, like the whole Memphis Soul thing, Stax Volt. That's a show.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's interesting you bring up Kingston Trio because I've been listening to this podcast about the history of rock music in 500 songs, and he's covered certain bands where, at times there were 100 versions of the bands out on tour at one time, none of them with any original members. It's just names keep getting used, and I always thought, like the Ink Spots and stuff, and I always thought that's so lame when I was a kid. But now you see it happening with so many bands, right? So many rock bands are out there and they don't have one original member. They've just got the logo.
Yeah, I mean that's funny because we've been talking about this quite a bit, and that's why, it says like on our ads, the original founding members. It's the three of us were the first three.
Has anybody been out there trying to be another Grapes?
That wouldn't be a good idea for many reasons.
But to that point, I think we are the longest running original member band in the world right now. Well, we are. Aerosmith don't have their original drummer. ZZ Top don't have the original bass player. Stampeter's bass player just died, and I think they were the only band who'd been around longer than us. We're it.
What about? Oh, I guess you can't. I guess you can't count U2 because.
Nope.
Yeah.
Drummer's not playing with them anymore, so.
That's right. Yeah.
So
well, this will be it. I'm going to throw this
our...
out. It's a challenge if somebody can figure out a longer running band. There has to be somebody.
Yes, there it is. A Trivial Pursuit question for everybody.
Yeah, yeah.
Here's an open question. What song plays best to the audience? Because you see the reaction, you're aware of it peripherally. And which one do you look forward to hitting and very proud of? Tom?
I don't know. I think what was going through my head is always a favorite because the crowd always sings along. Everyone seems to know the words, and it's a personal favorite of mine.
And it's a great song.
Oh,
Chris?
I got a lot, but I'll say You May Be Right. Just for me personally, it feels really good to play that song on the drums.
Damn, that's good. That's a great answer. Thank you. Give the drummer some. Kevin?
Yeah.
Well, Peace of Mind does okay. I think All the Things I Wasn't is the one that gets the reaction. I'm always surprised when I hear video of it and I realize that everybody's singing along because I'm kind of unaware of that because I sometimes have my in-ear monitors or I've got earplugs in, so I'm just doing my thing. But yeah, that one, and then what was going through my head are kind of the 1-2 punch off of Now and Again, and that kind of seems to take people right back.
Hours of hiding spent apart, a wall was all we'd share. About the closest you could get, about all I would bear. Don't tell me all the things I wasn't could have made this big a difference to all the things you are. Years of listening, taking in, to one day take away from all the guilt and pity I could barely keep at bay. Don't tell me all the things I wasn't could have made this big a difference to all the things you are.
I can tell you the day that I played, I saw the video for all the things, that beautiful circle. Was it 2 minutes and 12 seconds? How long was it? Two,
2:17, if I can be exact. I think.
Time to come around full circle. Anyway, I said to myself and anybody who listened, they did it. They did it. This is incredible. The video was just a whipping cream on the end of a straw, because the song in its composition is an absolutely perfect song. I wouldn't change a lick or a note or nothing. It's perfect. And if you do nothing else as a band, you leave behind music that will stand the test of time, that some other dork in a stall of an old barn can still play on the internet web machine.
Apparently, there have been some Sony Atmos done of that song and some other songs. So they're like, I think 0.1 surround sound. So I'm looking forward to hearing what our stuff sounds like in surround sound.
Yeah, I heard the Atmos mix of that the other day.
Yeah,
just on headphones though, and they weren't true like Atmos was supporting headphones, I don't think.
Okay.
But you could hear a difference. It sounded interesting. There was a few things that were kind of more in your face, spatially, which I guess is the point of Atmos.
Okay.
It was really interesting. Yeah.
Okay, I have a couple of questions here. They just kind of have wormed their way up. One is, any new music coming? Can we expect anything? Is there time or interest?
I think there's interest. It's just a matter of us. It's always a matter of
course.
Us getting together. We all live in separate parts of the country, and so there's my excuse.
Yeah. It doesn't seem
well,
to be
and
a
also you guys. I mean, the thing is, Tom and Kevin never stop writing and putting stuff out. Like Kevin's put stuff out with the Pikes. Tom's done solo stuff. Many solo records, right? Like quite a few. And you guys, I mean, these guys don't stop writing.
We were talking about, trying to get an EP this year, and so we do have some songs started. Tom and I have, of course, had some file management issues in terms of getting 3 tracks to each other, and then we tried a few times and we kind of went and gave up on that. But I mean, we do have some stuff started, and we actually had kind of 4 songs wanted to get done. So
well, what would set it in motion?
Money.
Huh? Yeah.
Money.
Well, the last record we did in 2012, it was a good experience. We just went in and blasted it off.
Yeah.
We
all
had
the same room.
a working budget. It was great.
Yeah. A Parade Records from Toronto funded the whole thing, and it was fantastic. We went out to Ontario and recorded in a barn with Daryl Newdorf, and it was a great experience and a great album.
Okay. And that did make the difference, where we could afford to be in the same place at the same time and spend 2 weeks just working on music.
Okay. You'll be doing that as you tour, but of course you're touring. Maybe backstage some songs can come together. Will you do this again next year? Can we expect that this isn't these dates are a one-off? Last time that there'll be a 2025?
I don't think we'll ever say last time, will we?
Nice.
I mean, we already have one show for next year, so now we'll need more.
I saw that.
Yeah.
I saw that.
Yeah,
date, that date
sorry,
just sticking out there. February the 28th in Burlington at the Performing Arts Center. Yep.
Yeah.
It's probably already sold out. What is the website, please, for Grapes?
It's just grapesofwrath.ca.
There you go.
Yeah.
Instagram. There's a tree. There's all that stuff.
Yeah, all that jazz is on there. People need to find info on us.
I'll leave you with the last a comment, more not a question. Is there anything you would like to say to the fans of Grapes, whoever they may be, whether they're the original fans or fans discovering you now? Just a message. And again, Tom, I go to you.
We're just looking forward to getting out there and seeing everybody again. We have so many old friends from all the years, playing, well, not especially, but we haven't been to the Maritimes for like 30 years, and we're looking forward to seeing all our old friends, all our older friends.
Chris?
Yeah, come on out to the shows. Show up early.
All
You
right,
don't
I'm
want to
look-
miss one song.
I'm looking for heartbreak from you, Kevin Kane. Give me that message.
See us while you can. How's that?
Oh, that's good. That's a great bumper sticker too. See us while you can. Top of the poacher. Thank you for doing this, and thank you for being out there and responding. And for Pete's sake, make some music.
Okay.
Well, thanks for having us, Terry.
And thank you for sending the Much West interview. That was choked on my coffee.
There's a part 2 in there too somewhere.
I
so-
saw that. Have you
Oh,
seen
you
it?
did. You already watched them all. Holy cow. Okay.
Thank you, boys. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. This is the first group interview we've done in, I think, 10 years.
Oh yeah. Long time, eh?
Yeah.
Thank you.
You got the exclusive.
Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you. Thank you. Good friends, Kevin Kane, Tommy, and Chris Hooper all grew up in Kelowna, and they've been together a long time. They make beautiful music together, actually. Speaking of music, I played you Peace of Mind from Treehouse, You May Be Right from These Days, All the Things I Wasn't, and What Was Going Through My Head from Now and Again. We put the tour dates on our website, mulliganstew.ca, and I hope you get a chance to see them, because as they say, get it while you can. Come and see us while you can. Right. Thanks for listening. Looking forward to the long weekend. Thank you.